hard. So I'm now back on the marathon training after a couple of weeks off having COVID, and I've done a few runs this week, like shorter, slower runs to try and kind of build back up again. And what I will say is I have noticed an impact to my running fitness just from having a couple of weeks off and from having COVID. Now, I didn't have COVID particularly bad. I did have about 5 days where I had a tight chest. It just felt like a bit of a bad cold, tight chest, a bit of a cough. And the symptoms lasted about 5, 6, 7 maybe days. But I was testing positive for about 11 days, 12 days. So this week I've just been kind of trying to build back up again. The first run I did after being out of isolation from COVID, I found really hard. What I noticed is my heart rate was a lot higher than what it would normally be, and I was struggling a lot more at a lower pace. So obviously I'm working with a run coach and I've told him my concerns, and now obviously I'm worried that I'm a bit behind where I should be for the marathon training plan. So what we tried today is a 10-mile run, which I've just done, just to see how I found it really. Took it very slow. What I did is basically what I did was when I ran to my local park run, which was about 3 miles, I then did park run, which is another just over 3 miles, and then I ran back a different way, which was another 4 miles to make 10 miles. So I broke it up like that, and it really helped as well that I had a couple of people to run with from my run club, so that kept me going. And I tried really hard to keep the pace steady, just so I knew that I could get through it and finish it. But I did struggle because the pace I was running at is normally my easy run pace, and normally my breathing's fine. I find it relatively easy, I suppose, but today my heart rate was sky high even at the slower pace, so I did struggle. So I'm just hoping that over the next few weeks I can get back to where I was, so that I can actually do this marathon. But I'm really proud that I did the 10 miles today. It's a lot of it is a mental battle as well, and I've got a half marathon in a few weeks which I'm going to use as a training run, so I feel good that I've managed to do 10 miles. So now, and what I did as well is I wore my running vest, so I've got in here some like electrolyte drink, which I drink as I need it really, and I also had an energy gel. I only had one today because it was not like a really long run, but I had one about after about 4 miles or so, because what you're meant to do with them is have them before you need them, because if you have them when it's too late, you basically hit the wall and you feel like you can't carry on. So it's all about the timing with these. So what I'm trying to do, I have trained for a marathon before, but I've never ran one because it was cancelled due to COVID. So I've done all the training. So what this period of time is about now is basically practicing with the sort of the fueling, the nutrition, the gear, making sure that things are comfortable, making sure that whatever fuel you have, doesn't cause stomach issues or anything like that. Now I've had these energy gels before, so they do agree with me, but there are some that don't, so it can be a bit of trial and error sometimes. But yeah, I'm pleased that I've done the the 10 miles, it might have been slow and painful, but at this stage, you know, it's all about getting the time on my feet, building up my endurance. And, you know, because I've had COVID, I'm really proud that I've just been able to do it, because, you know, a couple of weeks ago I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to do my marathon training, because I felt, you know, my chest was so tight and stuff, and I just thought, oh, it's really going to set me back. So I'm just really pleased that I've managed to do it. And yeah, so next week coming up will be back on the proper plan again, and yeah, I'll update you as I go along next week. So today is Sunday, and I'm just about to go and do my 45-minute recovery run to recover basically from yesterday's long 10-mile run. I did wake up this morning, my legs felt really stiff and tired, and I also feel like my back is a bit sore as well at the bottom. So yeah, I'm just going to go out and see how I feel, but it's very slow just to recover from yesterday really. Yeah, all ready to go. 45-minute recovery run done. My legs do feel a lot better after that, so yeah, it did help. Yeah, all done. The week ahead, I thought I'd share the plan so you can see what an average week looks like at this stage. It's important to bear in mind though that everybody's marathon training plan will look different. You can get standard training plans online, but everybody's is going to be different, because people are at different stages of training, people are at different abilities. Because I have scoliosis, I'm trying to be really careful, because I know that I have to work harder than other people that don't have scoliosis. I don't want to push myself too much, so I'm trying to take it as easy as possible when training for a marathon, I guess. So in my case, there are a lot of training sessions, like strength training sessions, which is on purpose to try and prevent me from getting injury and to ensure that I'm as strong as possible. There's also probably more recovery type runs and I guess lower heart rate, slower runs than there might be for other people. Again, it's just given me longer to recover in between after doing the longer runs. So my plan might look different to others, but it just gives you an idea of what somebody with scoliosis who's training for a marathon, what the plan looks like. So this week coming up, tomorrow is a complete rest day. But even though it's a rest day, I still need to keep moving, so I've got down for a 30 to 40 minute walk and 15 minutes of strength training. And then on Tuesday, I've got a 45-minute low heart rate easy run and 35 minutes of strength training. Wednesday is a 60-minute easy run and 15 minutes of strength training again. Thursday is a 5-mile run and 30 minutes of strength training. Friday is a rest day where I can go for a walk or do some cross training if I want to on the bike, or swimming, or something different. And then Saturday I have a 12-mile run, which that will be the longest run that I've done on the plan so far. Again, you know, at an easy pace, not pushing it, conversational pace. So yeah, that's my week. So I will vlog as I go along, and hopefully it gives you an insight into How much is involved in training for a marathon? So today's Tuesday and I'm just about to go out and do a 45-minute easy paced run. I did 15 minutes of strength training earlier on today at lunchtime, which was focusing on the glute muscles again using my resistance band. Yesterday I didn't vlog because it was a rest day. I went to see my run coach at lunchtime and we did a 30-minute strength training session, which was really useful because he was showing me how to do the exercises specific to me, and I've got some more tweaks and things to do to my exercises, so it was really useful. And I also did about a 30-minute walk yesterday evening after work, so that was my rest day yesterday from running. So today my legs are absolutely killing me. I think from the 10-mile run I did on Saturday, they're still a bit stiff. And then on top of that, I've done obviously a strength training session yesterday and a 15-minute strength training today. So I can really feel it in my glute muscles. So this run is a recovery run, taking it slow basically. So it's just time on feet really. So yeah, it's really dark out there, so I have my reflective running jacket and my running light that I recently purchased, which I think is fantastic. It really does make a difference, helps me to see where I'm going. I prefer it to wearing a head torch, which I used to wear when I ran in the dark, but I find a head torch quite uncomfortable. It bounces around a lot while I'm running, whereas this I can hardly notice it and it just helps me to see where I'm going. So yeah, I don't really like running in the dark by myself, but because I'm working all day it's the only chance I get to go out, so I'm looking forward to spring with the lighter evenings, definitely. But yeah, it's freezing out there as well, so I'm not in the mood, if I'm being honest with you, to actually go out and do this, but because I know that it's on my plan and I know I've got the marathon in less than 10 weeks, it's kind of motivation to get me out the door. So today is Wednesday and I am just about to go out for a 60-minute low heart rate run. And I am absolutely knackered. I'm so tired, but yeah, I've got my reflective gear on. It's just about going dark now, although the sky looks really pretty. I did my 15 minutes of strength exercises today at lunchtime. I've bought some new resistance bands. These ones are a bit sort of stiffer, I guess, and a bit make it a bit more difficult to do and burns a bit more. And I also have bought a exercise step to do my single leg exercises on. So later in the week I'll go through my exercise strength routine. But yeah, for now I'm gonna go out and do this run before it gets too dark. I've got a 5-mile run tomorrow. I'm gonna go to my local run club, so I'm not running on my own. And then Friday is a rest day, which I'm looking forward to because I'm absolutely knackered and it's taking its toll. My legs are sore still from I think from the 10-mile run, and yeah, I'm just really tired, so looking forward to that rest day. Sky's so pretty. I've forgotten what it's like to run when it's not pitch black. It can be quite boring running on your own, especially when you run around the same places every night. But what I've started to do is to listen to an audiobook on my run, and seeing as I'm doing 60 minutes, I can get through quite a lot of the book. So when I run on my own, it's a good opportunity to get through some books and podcasts and things like that. So that's what I've been doing, and it fits in with my New Year's goal as well, to read more. It's time where it's kind of empty time, so yeah. And it's not as cold as yesterday either, which is good. Oh. I don't know if you can see me because it's quite dark. Another thing I hate about running at this time after work is how noisy it is and how much traffic there is. It's really not very relaxing at all, but I like to get it out of the way. It sounds bad, but I just want to get it done so that I can get on with the rest of my evening. But yeah, I just don't like all the cars, and the problem is in the winter I don't really want to be running down the quiet country lanes by myself in the dark. So I'm kind of limited to the main roads, which means it's just a bit loud. But yeah, at least I'm out and doing it. So I'm aiming for an easy pace, low heart rate, 60 minutes. So it's Thursday and I'm at my run club, and I'm going to do a club run, which is usually around an hour. And I've got on my plan to do 5 base miles tonight, but it might be a little bit more than that. But I'm just happy to run with other people tonight, which makes it go quicker. At lunchtime today I did a 30-minute strength training session as well, using my resistance bands, and tomorrow is a rest day. So today's Friday and it's my rest day. I did 15 minutes of strength training at lunchtime, and I've just been out and done a 45-minute walk after work, and I'm now thinking about my long run tomorrow, which is 12 miles. Just been planning my route. So they've got a route planner in Strava, so I normally take some time the day before to plan out where I'm going, and what I'm going to do is similar to what I did last week, run to park run, but a longer route, to make it about 5 miles before park run, then do park run and then run back. So it's going to be about 12 miles. So I'm just planning that now. I'm making sure that I have a good meal tonight, keep hydrated, and I'm going to sort out my stuff, my running stuff, what I'm gonna wear, and what I'm gonna take in terms of my energy gels, running vests and things like that. I'm going to get that all ready before I go to sleep so that it's ready, because I'm going to get up quite early so that I've got time to have my breakfast. Porridge is what I usually have before a longer run. And yeah, so it takes a fair bit of planning and organisation, but I think that helps with the stress, really, just knowing where I'm going, what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll sort out my running stuff before bed, and I think I'm gonna have to get up at about 6:30ish, something like that, because I'll need to start at about, I think, about 7:45, because it's going to take me about an hour to do the 5 miles before park run. Park run starts at 9, so about 7:45. Yeah, I'll have to leave. I'll have to start the run, so I'll have to leave the house about 7:30 to get to my start point. And so I need to eat at least an hour before. So yeah, I'll be getting up quite early tomorrow. So tired. So it's Saturday and it's my long run day. So today is 12 miles. I am so exhausted. Didn't sleep very well last night, and my legs are really sore from the week of running and training. So yeah, I'm just tired, and I'm just not sure how this is gonna go. I got up at 6ish, which is earlier than what I would normally get up for work, and I had my overnight oats, and I've had lots of water, so yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. So I'm just about to warm up a little bit, and then I'm going to go and do hopefully about 4 or 5 miles before park run, and then park run, and then 4 miles after park run, which will be 12 miles. Yeah, so hopefully I can remember the route. But yeah, I'm really tired, so wish me luck. So I made it to park run. I've just done park run and I'm absolutely knackered. I'm really struggling now, and I've got 3 miles to run back, and I'm actually now doubting whether I'm going to be able to actually do this marathon because of how I feel right now. But I am knackered, so I'm just letting my heart rate settle, and I'm going to run back again and take my time. But yeah, my legs are starting to hurt now. Oh, it's hard. Finally back to the car. I did it, but it was so hard. Running to park run was fine. Doing park run, fine-ish, but just the way back I just really struggled. My pace, I had to drop, I had to stop quite a few times, and just absolutely exhausted. And I'm just really now thinking, I just don't know if I'll be able to do this marathon at this rate, but at least I did it and I didn't give up. That's the main thing. So yeah, I need to go home and stretch now, and then this afternoon I'm going to get some new trainers because my trainers are I only got them last year but they're already battered. So yeah, I'm going to get some new trainers, and yeah, I just think I need a rest, to be honest. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, but it is what it is, and yeah, hopefully the next one will be better. Oh, so to be honest, I've just got home and cried because I just feel like that run was just so hard, and I feel like really behind where I think I should be. But I need to remind myself that I've had quite a difficult, stressful week, and I was just absolutely exhausted this morning. So I'm just hoping that the next one will be a bit easier. But yeah, it just shows you how tough it can be, especially when you've had a difficult week. Anyway, so getting out and running 12 miles is not easy at the best of times, but when you've had a stressful week on top of that, it's worse. And I've got blisters now as well. So yeah, but I'm going to go and get some new trainers later, so that hopefully should cheer me up and help with the blister situation as well. So yeah, onwards and upwards.